You not New York if you don't dance when the call blasts. It's time to turn up the New York culture podcast. From music to culture to fashion lane. From the sports to the food to showtime on the train. And what's that? It's the New York culture podcast. And what's that? It's the New York culture podcast. And what's that? New York culture podcast. And what's that? It's the New York culture podcast.
Welcome back to NY Culture Podcast with your girl Andrea Maria and your boy Yala.
Yo, what's good, y'all? We back again.
Can't say we not back.
Yes, we are back. We got a lot of stuff to talk about.
Oh, yeah?
You're going to start with the hot topic.
Oh, we got to start off with our favorite topic. I feel like Bad Bunny.
Yeah, this is like a Bad Bunny freaking podcast.
We speak about Bad Bunny.
We speak about him venturing into the Marvel Universe. We spoke about Bullet Train before he came out, that we went to see it, and we spoke about it after. What else we spoke about? We spoke about the fake Bad Bunny at the Puerto Rican parade.
I wonder if he was at Yankee Stadium, watching it.
So you want to just start with the VMAs and then venture into everything Bad Bunny? Or
Okay.
You want to just start with Bad Bunny and
Whichever way you want to do it.
all right,
VMAs?
So, yeah, we could do VMAs.
All right. So, what you want to talk about? Jack Harlow opened up. He came out with
First
Fergie.
Class, right?
Yeah, he came out with Fergie, but
New York City people, sorry.
yeah, he came out with Fergie, but it's funny because for the BET Awards, he did the version
Yep.
with Brandy,
Mm-hmm.
and then here he did like the original version.
You took the words right out of my mouth. That's the same thing I told my mom. We watched it back on DVR today, and I was like, yo, it was cool. He did it with Brandy for the BET, and then for the VMAs, he did it with Fergie, so that was pretty dope.
Mm-hmm.
He was one of the hosts. Right?
Yeah.
There was 3 hosts.
I liked him and Fergie's outfit. You know, I like that sequence. He had, like that sequence, like t-shirt.
And so the VMAs was hosted by Nicki Minaj, Jack Harlow, and LL Cool J.
You had different people.
Yeah, it's the first time the show had multiple hosts since 1986.
And then they had Johnny Depp in like the moon suit.
Yeah,
And
he had a brief
they just
cameo.
had his face in it. But
Yeah, he had a brief cameo. That's like his first public appearance.
it was type weird.
Yeah, it was random. It was his first public appearance since the whole court situation with Amber Heard and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, apparently they wanted a more innovative and unique approach than their traditional
They're
hosting.
trying to be inclusive.
Yeah, I guess
Our
that's
favorite word.
Yeah, I guess that's what they were trying to get at. But also during the night, one of the hosts, Nicki Minaj, was presented with the Michael Jackson Video Vanguard Award.
Yeah. You liked the performance?
It was cool. I mean, like I liked like the older stuff, like the old Nicki Minaj. Like she did Monster, right? She did like Moment for Life, right? She did
Anaconda.
Yeah, nah, I ain't really a fan of the Anaconda joint. I was a fan of like Monster and all the other stuff where she was spitting real bars. Nah, I can't.
I don't know.
I can't mess with none of that other stuff.
Nicki, I don't know. Nicki, I don't know what to say about Nicki. I'm not a fan of Nicki. I used to like her stuff before. Now I just don't like the way she is as a person. Yeah. She's grimy, low key. And you know, like people say, you remember what's her man's name? Safari, right? Her ex-man, Safari. So you know how they say that he used to like write her stuff, right? Mm-hmm. Granted. But it's so funny, ever since they broke up, she hasn't hit anything like that. Yes, his music that he makes ain't it, but maybe the music he makes is it for a girl, if that makes sense. That's just my theory.
Like if he's writing the music for a female, you say? I never listened to any of his. I just know him from like the relationships he's been in and Love and Hip Hop.
And I recommend always him going back and forth.
Yep.
But yeah, like that's been like a thing that he used to write her stuff, and it's like, did he or not? Like I'm not saying, but it's just the fact that her whole flow changed after they broke up, if that makes sense. But yeah, Nicki Minaj performed, Lizzo performed.
Jack Harlow performed. Red Hot Chili Peppers, I believe, performed.
Yeah, a lot of people like that.
There was a K-pop band. I didn't know the name of it though, but they performed.
It wasn't like the
Bad Bunny performed
Yeah.
live from his concert in Yankee Stadium.
How about that Eminem and Snoop Dogg metaverse
Yeah,
performance? It was horrible.
It was, I guess it was different, I guess you could say.
They could have did better.
I was just like, what the hell is this?
Everyone was like, what the hell is this? They could have did better.
It was dope to see them on that stage, but I was like, yeah.
They should have did something old or something.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg is in that is in new movie with Jamie Foxx and James Franco's little brother.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look, as we're watching Mets and Dodgers, and Edwin Diaz is coming into the game, and they have the person that
that's what she was waiting for.
the person that plays the trumpet, like the actual track, that he threw out the first pitch today at the Met game, and now since they're bringing him into the game, he's playing it live from Citi Field. So we got the TV muted, but we're watching.
Yeah,
I guess.
So the Yankees come on.
Yeah,
like
the Yankees should be starting in a few minutes against the Los Angeles Angels. I'll watch this clip after we finish recording, but that's pretty cool. Edwin Diaz has been having a hell of a season.
It's alright. Mariano had Metallica perform.
Yeah, you're right. And I think the comparisons, they gotta chill out.
Yeah, they do.
Edwin Diaz just hasn't had nearly as many great seasons as Mariano Rivera. Yeah, the comparisons, the Mariano Rivera and Edwin Diaz comparisons, they gotta like slow it down a bit.
Yeah, they doing too much.
I've just seen like stats of like one season Mo has had compared to the season that Edwin Diaz is currently having, but
it's just one season.
But yeah, that was just a side note.
Like,
that was just a side note. I didn't want to jump into sports. We were still talking about the VMAs.
Yeah.
So
we was talking
so
about
Bad Bunny received his Artist of the Year award from his concert at Yankee Stadium, and it was presented to him by Carmelo Anthony, which I thought was really cool.
That was real dope.
That was fire.
My thing is like, how did they set that up? Like,
yeah,
was that the only Puerto Rican superstar that was there? And then they was like, let's get Carmelo Anthony, or it wasn't planned? Like, how did that go?
It was probably just why freaking Edwin Diaz is not even in the bullpen. Why the hell they had him playing the trumpet then? That makes no sense. But yeah, it was dope though. It was fire because it's like, yeah, he's from New York and stuff, but I was expecting for Carmelo to just walk out and just hand him the award. That was dope. A sold out Yankee Stadium, 50,000 or 50+ thousand people, sold out, jam packed Yankee Stadium, and he gets presented his award from his sold out show. He had two nights, right, back to back, sold out at Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
Fucking, there was people outside the stadium sitting with their chairs and
they was chilling, literally chilling. Everybody it was like a party out there.
Yep. So
it was that.
I saw a lot of videos and photos and stuff like that from it. It looked like a real dope event, the way the field was set up.
Yeah. I feel like I've never in my life had like FOMO. I think this was probably the first time ever. And the thing is like when the tickets went on sale, my cousin was like, yo, let's get the tickets. I'm like, I don't know. Me with this whole corona thing, I don't know. Then I'm like, I saw Bad Bunny already, but nah, I should have just got the tickets then. I feel like, I always go to, not to brag, I always go to like the hottest concert. And that was a hot concert that Andrea did not attend. So I took her out on that one. But besides that, it was dope. Him receiving the Artist of the Year award was dope. What I don't understand, because people were saying he didn't get the best Latin video. Best Latin. Okay, because this is what the way they was talking about it, like on the media and everything. They were saying Latin artist, but then when you go on MTV, it just says Best Latin award. So it's like, is it Latin artist or is it music or is the video?
So right now I'm looking at an article that says Anita accepts. That sounded mad. Anita accepts an award for Best Latin Video for an Involver.
Okay, but if you go to the MTV site, it just says Best Latin.
Yeah, that's the other article I told you about. That also said Best Latin.
And then there was other people was just saying Best Latin Artist. But in my opinion, if it was Latin artist, he should have got it regardless. Because if you got Artist of the Year, how you not gonna get Best Latin Artist of the Year? That's another thing.
Artist of the Year was hit Latino like
Right.
artist overall.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's just, it didn't make sense. And also, it's like, Anita's really gonna get that over Bad Bunny. Let's be for real.
She made history. She's the first Brazilian performer to win the award.
Okay.
She made history with her nomination, performance, and her win at the VMAs.
Listen to, I just don't understand.
She's the
Because there was
first-
other people besides Bad Bunny. There was other people up for awards too that you could be like they could have won.
So she was the first person from her nation of Brazil to do any of the above at the award ceremony. So she's the first to perform, win, and actually be nominated.
Okay,
So I guess that's
dope
dope.
for on
Yeah.
her end. But even like I feel
Sorry,
like he
Bad Bunny should
got,
have won. Booth. Sorry.
he should, but yeah, Bad Bunny should have won that, and I feel like Bad Bunny should have got Album of the Year also.
Yeah. Who won album of the year? Harry Styles,
Harry
right?
Styles, but like they say Harry Styles and Bad Bunny are like the two biggest people right now. Like
Yeah, they're popping right now.
because he broadcasted from Madison Square Garden
To
and
accept his award.
and Bad Bunny did from Yankee Stadium. But he's been having a couple of concerts at MSG.
And then
I'm not that ready.
I mean, he could have at MSG if Bad Bunny wanted to sell MSG out for the
He
weekend.
could
He could do that.
he would have had to do a whole week.
Mm-hmm. So
That's why he's doing a stadium tour basically because all his places are in big.
think about it.
big
It's like
places.
50, 60,000 people could be seated in Yankee Stadium, and he had it sold out back-to-back nights.
But they do. I was about to say they do cut out seats, but then again they add floor seats.
Yeah, I'm just the 50,000 is how much is seats on like for a baseball game.
Yeah, 50
So imagine like the added seats they added in, so it could easily be like 60,000 or 60 plus thousand. So,
yeah.
but now videos I've seen, the concerts look dope. I've watched the ones from Puerto Rico on YouTube and stuff.
Because for Puerto Rico, he had it like more, everybody could watch it. He did it big for PR. Like
It was
like no
streamed
one
on
was
Telemundo.
excluded basically over there. But Bad Bunny is the first non-English act to win the Artist of the Year at the VMAs. That's big.
Doing big things.
That's
man.
big. And even like him doing his acceptance speech in Spanish was big also. You want me to tell you what he said in Spanish?
Yeah, go ahead.
He said, hold on, because I don't want to mess up my Spanish. He said, yo siempre creí que yo podía llegar a ser uno de los mejores cantantes del mundo sin tener que cambiar mi cultura, mi lengua, mi idioma. Yo soy Benito Antonio Martínez de Puerto Rico para el mundo entero. So did you understand what he said? I'm not trying to play you. No?
No.
So basically, he basically saying that he always knew that he was going to be big and he didn't have to change his culture, his language, or even though he says lengua and idioma, that's like language, but I guess way of language, basically, not just Spanish or English, to become who he is. So he's basically saying he's Bad Bunny from Puerto Rico to the world. I think it was pretty cool that he did that. Like, he's holding a lot of weight for the Latinos out here. Even like doing that big concert in Yankee Stadium, I'm like, yes, Romeo Santos has done it, but the way he did it is different.
He brought out
he
Romeo
brought
Santos.
Romeo. Yeah, and the way he did it is different. Like the way people go hard for Bad Bunny is different, like completely different. And it's crazy because I think it was like 49 years ago to like that date. It was August 24th, 1973. The Fania All-Stars had a concert in Yankee Stadium. It was one of the biggest concerts ever. Do you know what's the Fania All-Stars? No. Okay, Fania All-Stars is where it was the group like Hector Lavoe was a part of, Willie Colon.
Oh yeah,
Celia
I've heard of it.
Cruz.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, so I know a lot of that because just like I go to mad concerts. My aunt used to go to mad concerts. So anyhow, so that was one of the biggest concerts ever. And it was also in Yankee Stadium. So it was like almost 50. It was 49 years ago. 49 years ago, almost at exact date, stuff was recreated, you could say, for the Latino community. I hate saying Latino community, by the way.
Our community. But nah, it was impressive because he won Artist of the Year over names like Drake, Ed Sheeran, Harry Styles, Lil Nas X, Lizzo, and Jack Harlow, who all pretty much had like really good years, I would say.
But nobody was as big
Not
as
even
Bad Bunny.
close
No
to-
one is close to him right now. And I want to see what the Grammys is looking like now for
Word.
January. Like, I can't wait to see what the Grammys is looking like, because the year he has, he needs to be winning every award he's up for. Because it brings me back to, I think I spoke to you about this the other day, when Despacito came out, that broke every record, every single like record you could break, and they didn't win a Grammy. So I'm just saying, let's see what the Grammys looking like. Like, again, like you said, MTV is trying to be more inclusive. Hopefully the Grammys become more inclusive also. But yeah, I just feel like it's big. Bad Bunny is big right now. And we didn't speak about.
You know what's funny? You know, he's having such a great year and doing so much that we just spent all this time talking about everything but the main things that's being spoken about right now.
Exactly, and I was just about to bring it up. Like, that's literally gonna say up, and we didn't bring this up. So, you know, the social media world's going crazy because he kissed a guy during his performance.
He kissed a female backup dancer, and then the guy.
Kissed the guy. Cool. If you follow Bad Bunny, you shouldn't even be surprised that happened. Let's be for real. Let's be real. You shouldn't be surprised that happened. And if he is bi or whatever he is, like, people shouldn't even judge him for it now. You get what I'm trying to say? Y'all was already listening to his music. Y'all was already, you know, like, y'all been a big fan. So now you're not going to be his fan because he kissed a guy. Like, I don't know. I just seen some crazy stuff on social media. Some people support him. Some people talking crazy.
I mean, in my opinion, I just feel like, sorry to cut you off, but I just feel like he's throwing signs out there.
Yeah, how many signs?
Like, we was speaking about it recently about what music video was that?
Oh, Yo Perreo Sola, my favorite song.
He had himself as a female body with boobs and all that hair. That was like, okay,
and it was a lot. Like, it wasn't like, you know, other people do it and like, no, it was like legit the way he looked. He looked like a girl.
So there was that, right? And then he started like wearing nails, like actual nails.
He was wearing nails before that.
Yeah.
At the concerts.
So yeah, just different like things that I saw. I've seen that, right? Then I've seen videos of him like kind of like twerking, kind of thing. And I guess, you know, that's just maybe who he is. You know, he's on top of the world right now, and we in a time in the world where you know, being gay and being bisexual is accepted, and it's bigger than ever, I feel.
Excuse me, if you guys hear drops, it's raining outside.
Yeah, it's raining outside. It's bigger than ever right now. So it's like he's on the top of the world right now. He just want to be himself. He's not worried about what nobody think of him. That's not going to change nothing that he's doing. You feel me? Like, if anything, people should respect that he could be open and be who he is without wanting to hide stuff and stuff like that.
But so, like he said in his speech, like he didn't change who he was. I felt like I mentioned this to you the other night. It was like, he never he did give all those signs. Like I said, if you was a Bad Bunny's fan, if you didn't think it, then you have a problem. You was blind. Let's be for real. But the fact is, like, he's in the game he's in, like the music game he in. You got all these reggaeton artists that are mad macho and stuff like that. Where I felt like if he would have did this way before, he wouldn't have made it in the game, if that makes sense. Just because the way the culture is. But now he's on top of the world, where it's like, what you gonna say? I did it, and what? You already like accomplished almost everything. I went from packing bags in the grocery store to being Bad Bunny. To be honest,
it's not like he did it for clout, because he don't need the clout.
He already I feel like he always been himself, but he became more himself now by doing that. If that makes sense, like, all right, I did it, and that's that. That's my opinion. I feel like he didn't do it before just because of the game he's in. You got all of these machos. I should have said that with a Spanish accent, not English accent.
Yeah.
Machos.
So that happened. Social media is going crazy. There's mixed reactions. You know, at the end of the day, come on, we grown.
Yeah. And how many breakup songs he has? Let's be for real. We used to sit there and listen to them.
I mean, I still fuck with Bad Bunny.
Yeah. Obviously. It's just, you know, people are going to be ignorant in the world we live in.
As you would think like it's so common now that people wouldn't be as immature as they are. Like, not trying to say like you have to be like supportive of it, or you have to be like be like, I support that community or whatever. Like, just let somebody be who they want to be.
Yeah.
Without being like judgmental, because somebody in your family can easily be
and it doesn't
interested in something that you're not interested or how you wasn't brought up. But
but he always he's always been different. You know what I mean? He doesn't care, and I feel like now you're just giving him more stuff to talk about, to him to be more in social media and all over this world. He's already big or whatever.
I want to see that Spider-Man villain spinoff that he's gonna be in. Benito with the besitos.
Oh, this is what I was gonna say. The thing is, all right, he did that, but he was doing what Madonna did. You know what I'm trying to say? But not Madonna sat there and kissed. Well, she kissed 2 girls, but then like Miley Cyrus did the same thing. So it's like girls could kiss girls and it'll be alright, but if a guy kiss a guy, it's a problem. That's how I see it.
It's a double standard.
Yeah, it's a double standard.
Okay.
It is a double standard. Because girls could do whatever and sometimes they get bypassed. You know, they get the pass because guys like that. That's the problem. Guys don't like looking at other guys doing dumb. That's what it is.
But that's that, like I keep, if I sound like a broken record, but that's so common because now in TV shows where we see like Power, right? Like Power Book Ghost with was it Drew?
Yeah, Drew.
Drew Tejada. He's got a boyfriend or he's into men and stuff like that. Or going back to Empire, the show. Yeah. Empire.
That was one.
I didn't finish. Ones. One of the first ones that was open with it. You feel me? Because that's where I first saw like a
something
very
really
open and
also the culture was that's what it is.
Also. So that was different. That was like one of the first times I saw it, and now it's becoming way more common. So
being more inclusive. That's all we have to
let
do.
people be who they want to be. Just worry about yourself. Yeah.
Oh, Taylor Swift won.
Yeah, she did.
She won a couple of times. And she announced her album coming out October 21st.
She dropping a single, right?
No. She said that night, she confused everybody. Said, I'll tell you more at midnight. But at midnight, she just dropped like the album work. And all that.
The artwork.
The artwork, yeah. And
so she didn't drop a single?
No. And like what she wrote about making the music at night. So I think I'm going to like that album just because I'm always up at night like that. So yeah. But the crazy thing is she's winning with songs that, you know, I don't know if you know that she recreated
I know nothing.
a couple of her
I know
albums.
nothing about Taylor
All right,
Swift.
so she had an issue where someone got her music and don't want to give her the royalties, give her anything. So she's been recreating albums, and they're still hitting. So the videos that she was winning for, it was an old song that she did like how many years ago when Taylor Swift probably first came out. So that's the crazy thing about it. Like literally, like the let me see what's a song that a hit song. I think "You Belong with Me" was one of them. No, "Love Story" was one of the songs she had to recreate. Like matter her old stuff, she's recreating and still kept making money off of them. That's the crazy thing. She's making money off of the same old songs.
Hey, she popping.
Yeah, my girl's popping. But it's a funny thing. You know who did that too? Bad Bunny with Calladita. He dropped it on this album again too, because he said he wanted people to remember the summer before everything shut down. So go back to that time. I think he did that at Yankee Stadium. So
also in the news right now, I want to touch. Matter of fact, I wanted to touch on Khaled's album. Before we jump out of the music lane. Yeah. So DJ Khaled dropped his album called God Did. God Did. Right? So he I think the most notable song on there is God Did, with features from Rick Ross, Lil Wayne, and Jay-Z.
And the GOAT.
The features itself is crazy. So I'm glad the song actually delivered. Everybody did their thing on the track. My least favorite versus Rick Ross's.
Jay-Z went 80 bars.
I would go Hove
went 80 bars.
He went long. It's a little long for my liking, his verse, but he was saying some shit.
80 bars. I'm gonna say it again.
Yeah, we get it. He was saying some shit. You know, we don't really hear from Hove like that. It's here and there. So when he does drop, it gotta be fire.
telling you, they said when he's out here doing features, it means he's working on the album. Watch.
So we'll get that album in like 2 years.
Look at, he did 80 bars. That's right there. That was 2 songs.
But yeah, Khaled has features from people like Drake, Rick Ross, Lil Wayne, Jay-Z. You know, DJ Khaled go out his way to get all these features on stuff because
He's
he don't
DJ
rap.
Khaled.
You know what I'm saying?
You know.
So you're gonna get everybody. He got Future, Lil Baby. He got Kanye and Eminem on the same song. I'm not a fan of the song, but it's lit. It's lit to have them just on the song. He got a song Keep Going with Lil Durk, 21 Savage. He got Quavo and Takeover on there. Drake and Lil Wayne. No, not even Drake and Lil Wayne. Drake and Lil Baby, Staying Alive, that came out before the album dropped. He's got Future on it again. SZA, Don Toliver, Lotto. He got a Juice WRLD song on there. He got a Jada track on there. It's the Jada interlude that it got like the verses.
Yeah. From
where he was in the verses, the real New York, and then it transitions into some fire song. Jada spitting some fire on that.
He's like, I don't live in Miami. But you in Yonkers. But that's another story.
True.
It's part of New York, but it ain't New York City. Yeah. 2 different things.
Yeah, so.
But yeah, that
you gotta live in New York to say you from New York. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't live outside of New York and be like, nah. You gotta live in New York.
Yeah, you're right. A lot of them do live in Miami. A lot of them. That's where they go.
Nah, the album is dope. I haven't. I know Bull. No BS is 18 tracks. I've listened to at least like 10.
I listened to my song how many times? I did listen to a couple of songs, but then I went to go back.
The Jada joint and God Did is on repeat on my playlist.
So like God Did, I went back mad times because I like to dissect Jay-Z's like word. I like his wordplay. That's what it is. So I did listen to the Jada Kiss one a couple of times too, but God Did, that's what it is. That's I don't know. That's gonna be the anthem. What else is going on in the music world?
In the music world, I can't really think of nothing else in music.
VMAs. I'm just saying, MTV sucks, but they know how to do VMAs. The way MTV is now is like what it was known for. It's not known for now. You go on MTV, they freaking giving 16 and pregnant or
Teen Mom.
It's Teen Mom or the other thing. Or
season 50 of Jersey Shore.
Yeah,
ridiculousness, and then they even made like a spin-off to Ridiculousness.
Yeah. Like, that's not what MTV was about. Like, look at the name. It's music, whatever. Like, I don't know, but at least... I
used to like when they used to do MTV Cribs.
Yeah, MTV Cribs.
That shit was fire.
TRL. I go back to TRL.
Celebrity Deathmatch was one of my favorite things to watch.
MTV Raps. Listen to me. MTV got to do better. They do better for the VMAs. I can tell you that. They know how to throw an award show. They need to fix their TV.
Speaking of TV, I'll speak on some TV stuff after you finish making your point.
So MTV like has like the dopest marketing thing back in the days. I had to learn about it in marketing class. But they when MTV first came out, they had this ad that everybody's calling the cable company, talking about I want my MTV. I don't know if you heard of like that thing, like the little ad lib, and that's how they got mad people to sign up to MTV. All the cable companies was like having a heart attack because it was like everybody kept calling, requesting it. So yeah, that's how they became so famous. But to do all of that to be crap right now.
You know, a lot of companies, once they get on top, once they're a big name, a big face in the industry, then I feel like they get complacent. They don't stick to their roots. They try to like steer away from it.
They don't really have anything. Like, let's be for real. They don't really have anything anymore. We watch Jersey Shore. Yeah, that's the only thing I watch on TV.
And I'm getting tired of that shit. Everybody had kids. Mike done went to jail. Paulie just got a girl after like 30 years. Vinny still got no girl. Angelina been married and divorced like 4 times. Ronnie been to rehab like 3-4 times. Dina's actually chill. Snooki's still nuts.
Snooki is Snooki.
Still nuts.
But she's a mom.
She's a mom, so they think they classy, but they still just be wilding.
Exactly. She told her mom. She told her daughter that she's just acting.
If she sees it on TV, that's just mommy acting. That's probably like, you know what I miss? Like, I want to venture into talking about some TV stuff. like VH1, they used to have like the game shows where they had like the reality stars from all the different shows.
Yeah,
Like
I don't remember the name of it though.
yeah, I don't know, but it was like competitive stuff, like for me. But they'll have different people, like they had like New York on the show, or they have what was it, Chance and what's son's name?
Which one?
The two dudes, they was brothers. It was like Real Chance of Love, the show. So it was like, I think the two brothers. It was a dating show. Flavor Flav, they had that show. You feel me? Like all them shows, like that's throwback. Like I be missing stuff like that. But they do stuff like that, like the All Star Show or something like that show that they do.
Yeah, that's where what's her name was at, Angelina.
Yeah, everybody got a shore now.
They want to copy.
Jersey
They can't,
Shore.
but nothing could beat Jersey Shore. Yeah. Like when Jersey Shore first.
Jersey Shore is like the show that is the most relevant on MTV. That and Teen Mom. That's why they run that 24/7.
Or you turn on the TV, they giving Teen Mom. It's horrible.
But so just speaking on TV, so it came out on social media. Barbie Ferreira, the lady that plays Kat on Euphoria, has left the cast of the show. So she won't be in the next season, if there's gonna be a next season.
I thought there was.
There should be a next season. I don't know. I've been seeing stuff on social media about it possibly being canceled, or they might have to reshuffle the cast around. I don't know. There'd be a lot of fake stuff. I know confirmed Kat won't be in the next season. She posted it herself. I know she won't be in the next season. But I saw something too that it was something about the actor that plays Maddie. It might not be in the next season either.
Something's going on. If all the characters, if another character is leaving, something is going on.
And then I saw the sources that I saw the Maddie stuff, and then the show being canceled. And then supposedly Zendaya's questionable about returning because her schedule conflict. There's no way that show goes on without Zendaya. Yeah. Even if they gotta wait 2 years to put out a new season, there's no way they go on with Euphoria without having Zendaya in it. Yeah. That character is too. There's so many layers to that character. I saw something that
they was about to start recording, but social media being.
But now, Euphoria won't be nothing without Zendaya. The show would definitely take a hit if they lose out on a lot of this like hit characters that everybody's familiar with and has grown to love. I'm just curious to see like what's next for that show, because we've never spoke about that show on the podcast. But yeah, New York City people. New York City.
Oh yeah, we never spoke about Euphoria on the show. It's crazy. No. Yeah, it ended crazy too.
Yeah. Yeah, so to end the season, we had Ashtray. Ashtray's dad went out like a G.
Exactly.
Trying to protect Vasco. Vasco got locked up.
Yeah, what's that happening to him?
Nate's dad got locked up too.
They both probably in the same cell.
What happened last with Rue?
I forgot.
I feel like we haven't watched the show in so long.
What happened? Did she relapse?
Did she? Yeah. I remember she was dealing with that older lady with the drugs. She took all the drugs, and then the mom dumped everything. Yeah. So that hasn't caught up to her yet, I don't think.
I was thinking about when she was on the bike with the suitcase.
Yo, but that scene was crazy.
Which scene?
That scene where she's wilding out on Jules.
Oh yeah.
That scene was crazy. That was a hell of a acted job by Zendaya.
Yeah, she deserves a Oscar.
But that's one of my favorite shows that I watched recently. But other shows are out right now that we watching right now.
It's summer. A lot of shows gonna be out. Well, like Netflix shows are probably out, but like real shows, not real shows, but real TV shows. All right, out until like the fall. You know how that goes. Because I'm waiting like on All American. You don't watch that show.
And the spinoff, right? It's the spinoff.
I like the spinoff of that. My other show finished. This Is Us.
Well, we got Raising Kanan. Raising Kanan came back.
Yeah. It's been okay.
Even though I really want to watch the next episode, the next season of Ghost.
Mhm. That one is gonna be good too. Definitely. You going to sports? What's going on?
Yeah, we could jump into sports. I try to, touch on everything else that we have, because once I jump into sports, then I don't stop talking about sports, and then it's.
And that's what.
And then it's like, you tell me I talk too much sometimes, and.
All right, so the Yankees. What's going on with the Yankees? They did 5 in a row, right?
Yeah.
5 in a row.
They
Never
won.
lost.
Yeah, we just lost last night against the Angels.
But we lost before that, right?
We're tied right now against the Angels, currently 2-2, top of the third inning. Yankees.
We lost the other day off of the mistake. It was a walk-off.
Oh, the walk-off against the
Mistake.
Athletics,
Yeah,
I think it
that
was.
a
We
mistake.
took the lead, and then we freaking blew it. So we're
we
5.
swept the Mets. We didn't talk about that.
Yeah, we swept the Mets in our Subway Series. In the Bronx, took both.
Yeah, because remember,
We
we
beat
only
Scherzer.
spoke about one of
We
the
beat
games.
Scherzer. We beat Taiwan Walker. Yeah. I mean, Frankie Montas pitched that second game. That second game against the Mets. He actually started shaky, but then started heating up, and then we took him out. And then he got rocked pretty much this last outing, I think was yesterday. He got rocked, so he's like real iffy. It's like hit or miss. Hopefully he could turn it around come postseason.
My boy's on the DL, right?
IL, who Nestor?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they just put Nestor on IL. Hopefully it's not season ending. That would be a big blow to us if it's done for the season.
By the way, I don't like the IL. I like to say DL.
It doesn't matter to me, honestly.
Even though it's it's being more inclusive also, because it's like injured list. Before it was disabled. It's like disabled means a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just, I'm used to just saying DL.
Yeah, very old school.
Place. They just changed that like last year.
Yeah, so Nestor Cortez actually is gonna throw his first bullpen since injury, so that's a good sign.
Okay, that's good. Giancarlo
He has a
back.
strain. Yeah, Stan came back. Right now.
He looks skinny.
Right now, Cortez has a strained groin. So again, I guess he'll do his rehab to see. They shouldn't rush him back. They should hopefully,
Take his time.
let him take his time so he's ready for the postseason. We need everybody to get healthy. We just put Aroldis Chapman on the IL because he had an infection on the tattoo that he got.
Why you even getting an infection during this? Infection? Why do you?
That's a good question. Why the hell are you getting a tattoo infection
during the season? Like, does that make sense?
Yeah, so they're saying it's a leg infection. It's forcing him to the injured list.
You shouldn't be getting any tattoos during this season. You could wait until October to get a freaking tattoo. It ain't that serious. What if I won? I don't understand what's wrong with people.
He's not having a good season
He's
at all.
not, and then you gotta go and get a tattoo.
Yeah.
Makes no sense.
He's not the closer no more.
And then my thing is, who you let tattoo that you got an infection?
Bro,
Somebody in their house?
We hurting right now because we don't have a lot of bullpen depth right now. Michael King and Chad Green are out for the remainder of the season. We got 5 other relievers that are hurt. Clay Holmes, Albert Abreu, Scott Efros, Miguel Castro.
Yeah, that bullpen was solid.
Yeah, to start the season, we were solid. But I feel like we started relying on them too much.
The usual what the Yankees do.
And then we start getting hurt.
That's usually what the Yankees do.
So we hurt. We got to get healthy. Our pitching got to get healthy. And the offense is there. The offense is going to come. My concern is just the pitching.
The offense is there, but sometimes it be off because they sit here and they rely on home runs.
Home runs, yeah.
So that's the problem.
We're the first team this year to hit 200 home runs.
Yeah.
But that's the Yankees home runs.
That's what they do because they have hit that before. But there's no small ball. And it's like if Judge ain't coming through or Rizzo, you got me? Like,
The
or
big dogs.
Giancarlo. Like, no, if they ain't coming through, what are we doing?
My boy Oswaldo's doing his thing.
Yeah,
he had back-to-back games with 3 hits. Remember that game we was at against Scherzer? He put together some good at-bats.
Yeah, he did.
And he had back-to-back games with 3 hits. He's doing his thing. It's a nice spark to the ball club. Honestly, I feel like we should keep him. He should definitely make that playoff roster.
Okay.
He got some speed to him. He can hit. He switch hits. He could play multiple positions on the field.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely think we should keep him. Speaking of home runs, Judge, this is his second season with 50 or more home runs. He's the 10th player in MLB history to do so.
So he needs, 12 more?
He has 50. I think the record is held by Maris, is it? Roger Maris for the most home runs in the season for a Yankee. I believe that's at 61.
60, so he needs 12.
So he needs 11 to tie 12 to break it.
We need to try to tie. We need to break it.
Yeah, I would like to see him break it.
And then for the regular, but not Yankee-wise.
That's Yankee, most Yankee home runs in the season.
Yeah, but I'm saying not Yankee-wise would be how many?
What, for the most home runs in the season?
Yeah.
By anybody?
By anybody.
I got to be like Barry Bonds, if I'm not mistaken, like 70.
70. But didn't McGuire and Sammy Sosa hit like 70, or it was right under 70?
Honestly, I would have to check.
All three of those people was on juice.
The most all-time in a single season is 73, held by Barry Bonds in 2001.
Okay. And how much
So
Sosa
right now he got 50. So if he could somehow hit 24 home runs, then he'll have the all-time record. But I don't know.
He probably could hit it, but it wouldn't be in a single season.
They ain't even
the playoffs.
Yeah. They didn't even want to pitch to my boy against the Angels.
Yeah, it's gonna be like that.
They intentionally walked him twice, and I think he had a bat where he maybe made an out, and then he came up and hit a bomb.
Who was hitting behind him yesterday? Andrew.
Was it Andrew? I think it was, because they was intentionally walking him, and then Andrew Benintendi was coming up.
My thing is, he doesn't really have no good protection on the lineup right now.
And we got the hitters. They just got to go out there and hit.
Yeah.
This our Yankees are 5-5 in the last 10. We lost the last 3, and the Mets are 5-5 also in their last 10. They're on a 2-game losing streak. They just lost to the Dodgers, their first game of their 3-game series. I believe they have the 2 best records in baseball, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So,
the Yankees just took the lead
against the Angels, right? Benintendi hit a home run first, and then Rizzo hit his 30th home run. Back-to-back games with a home run against the Angels. Atlanta creeping up. They're 2.5 games behind the Mets. The Cardinals are red hot right now, 6-4 in their last 10, 75, 55 on the season. They got Paul Goldschmidt having an MVP year. Nolan Arenado doing what Nolan Arenado does at third base. They got the corners on lock. The rest of the team is pretty solid. They got Albert Pujols, who just hit his 694th home run. It's his 450. He's homered off 450 different pitchers. I believe that's the record. So right now he's chasing 700. He's 6 away. So I remember we spoke on that briefly last time.
Yeah, we did. Because remember, it was either what chase you wanted to see him hit that, or
So Judge is at 50 and Pujols is at 694.
Pujols was gonna get that.
Yeah. So.
The Tampa Bay is only 6.5 games back from the Yankees.
Yeah, they got a good team.
Yeah, we was like, what was it? Almost
like
15 games up at one time.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta get it together.
But yeah, I don't know. Baseball is just such a good place. Like, it's so good to watch like all these young great ball players. Like, somebody I've been watching a lot, O'Neal Cruz from the Pittsburgh Pirates, Dominican shortstop, young dude. He's only played like probably 60 career games, and he's a stud. He's got it all. He could play defense. He's got a cannon for an arm. He's fast. He's a good defender. He's got the power. He could hit. Last night he hit 3 balls at around 113 miles per hour or harder.
That's crazy.
So one was for 117 miles per hour off the bat, 113 off the bat, 113 off the bat. So he hits the ball really hard. And then I got his I play MLB The Show, Diamond Dynasties, like you make your own team, and they put out like different cards, and they give them ratings like 80, 90, 99. So certain people are 99. His card I got is a 99 diamond, and anything he makes solid contact for is a bomb or a line shot. So that's one of my favorite players to watch in baseball right now, O'Neal Cruz.
So with that, the new young kid, what's his name, Julio?
Julio Rodriguez from the
Didn't
Seattle. Yeah, he just
signed him.
Yeah, he just signed to an extension with the Seattle Mariners. You know, they're trying to hold on to him because that's like their franchise right now. And they drafted him, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, around like 2017. And so they finalized a 14-year extension with Julio, and the deal is $210 million guaranteed, but it has the ability to grow over $400 million.
Yeah, I saw that.
The young kid getting paid.
He's getting paid. He got some dope eyes. His eyes are nice.
Yeah, he's a hell of a ball player. He really broke out on the scene in that home run derby where he was going crazy. So, yeah. They got him at MLB The Show Diamond Dynasty 2 All-Star card. It's like 98, 99 rated.
Oh, they have him also?
Yeah, he's a beast. I think he's got like 20 plus home runs, 20 plus stolen bases on the season too. The Seattle's low key pretty good. Like low key, I feel like they don't get that much attention, but they pretty good.
Well, they all the way on the West Coast.
Mm-hmm.
Those 10 o'clock games.
But not yet. And then also, I don't know, basketball's around the corner coming up. Some teams still making moves. We spoke on Kevin Durant last time, right? He decided to stay with the Nets. He started to stay with the Nets. Knicks just extended our shooting guard that we drafted, RJ Barrett. They extended him to a 4-year rookie extension worth up to $120 million. Right, so that's pretty much I'd say like probably second best player on our team, if not the best player on our team. But Knicks don't do too well when it comes to like drafting guys and letting them develop long term kind of thing. Like we had rookies and we like traded them, like Porzingis traded them, Trey Burke traded them, Tim Hardaway Jr. traded them. You could go on and on. Frank Ntilikina traded them.
It's like, do you guys want to win?
And go on, and then in the draft is like we ain't really do much.
Yeah.
The only notable move he really went and did was sign Jalen Brunson, the point guard that was with the Dallas Mavericks. So right now we got contract wise, we got Julius Randle at he's got a $117 million contract. Jalen Brunson, we just signed him, so he got a $104 million contract. And RJ Barrett, we just extended him. He's got a $120 million contract. So hopefully we could produce and we could do something. Just have some fun out there, fight. I'm not expecting to have an amazing season. It would be nice for us to make the playoffs and make it into the second round or further. But, I just don't. And also another thing is that they was going after Donovan Mitchell. I don't know if you know who that is.
I don't think
nickname
so.
Spider Mitchell, plays for the Utah Jazz, shooting guard. He's a bucket. He's a dog. Literally probably one of the best scorers in the league, and he's still young, maybe like 24, 25. Probably around that age, 24, 25. The thing is, we just re-signed RJ Barrett, but if we're still pursuing Donovan Mitchell, I don't know if they're offering RJ Barrett in the trades. Because if we get, I'm not saying we are, but if we were to get Mitchell, it like makes no sense to have two really good shooting guards. I'd take Donovan over RJ Barrett, but I can see if we were to get Mitchell, then I could see RJ Barrett being a big piece in that trade. And I know we got picks too, so they probably want a couple picks. But the thing is with these players now in the NBA is like, we spoke about KD, like his worth, like how much these franchises want for these players.
Yeah.
So it was like now they want a bunch of picks and they want like two good players or like a good young player or like an established player. Like teams put out what they want. Like they'll tell you what they want, what they're looking for. And then it goes back and forth like offers, counter offers and stuff like that. But let's see where that goes. That's it for basketball. Football's coming back. I'm about to start up my fantasy football league. I've been playing for like the last 3 years.
You guys do you guys play for money?
My league is always like we usually just do it for fun. I've yet to have like a group that like everyone's taking it serious. Everyone knows what they're doing. Everyone's putting up a certain amount of money. I always be like, oh, we're gonna do it next season. We're gonna do it next season.
Do it
but
this season.
The thing is that I'm doing everything so last minute. Like I'm literally creating the league tonight. I'm sending the invites out tonight, and then we're trying to draft tomorrow because we're about to leave to Miami for our trip for the Stickball Labor Day tournament in Miami. So I'm trying to literally create the league, send out the invites. Then I got to go on Instagram Live for us to see who gets what pick. It looks like we got 9. I'm trying to see if we get one more, so if we can have 10 teams. And then we do what's called a snake draft. So it's like, it's weird. It's like you pick, say if you got the first pick, I believe it is. For the first round, you got the first pick, but for the second round, you got the last pick. But if you got the last pick for the first round, that means when you draft the second time, you got the first pick, so you draft back to back. So in that case, the last pick isn't necessarily too bad of a pick.
Okay.
So yeah, that's football wise. That's what I'm doing.
Well, you should do it for money.
We're gonna put that together, and then the season starts the Thursday after we come back from Miami.
So
I believe NFL
started?
and the preseason just ended. NFL season is about to start up.
Oh, so maybe we could go to a football game.
Yeah, I've never attended a football game.
Oh, remember I said Serena won yesterday.
Yeah, Serena Williams. Yeah, she's about to hang it up.
Yeah, I said I want to see her before she retires. But yesterday I looked at those prices. They wanted like $300. That's like Bad Bunny. They wanted $500 for Upper Deck. I did Upper Deck though for a concert one time. $300.
Yeah, she's a 23-time Grand Slam singles champ.
Yeah.
And she said that the sport kept her in shape still.
This is her last U.S. Open.
Yep. So I think that's it. She's gonna call it a quits.
Let's see if I get to see her. Remember I said it last week.
But now she has a family, so it's different. And now she has a kid and all that.
They saying that she might compete against her sister.
What, like for her final?
This U.S. Open. I was hearing it in the news earlier. Let's see how it goes. That's crazy. But that's history right there. That's a legend. I mean, all these legends are retiring.
Yep.
And everything. What else is going on? How about the news? You know, we don't speak. We hit about the bad news sometimes. But you see that now you have to be 21 to buy whipped cream?
Yes. I think people are using it to like get high or something like that.
It's like the same thing that's in laughing gas is in there.
Okay. So
these kids are getting high off of it where they end up in the hospital. That's how much they doing it. That's how much brain cells they killing right now. But you know, sometimes in concerts they sell these little things. I think it's called like whips or something. Whip. And they sell that in concerts. So it's like, it's weird. So now these kids are just getting whipped cream and getting high off of it. So now you have to be 21 and older too.
I know I saw this earlier, but I just went online real quick just to see if I would find it, because I saw like the headline on social media. A man accused of mutilating a stranger in fatal NYC stabbing is back on the streets thanks to the judge.
It's crazy.
So there was a fight outside of Port Authority subway station in Manhattan. After a Manhattan judge set up Poultry $100,000 bail in the murder case, Jesus Ramirez, 28, was freed from Rikers after having to float just 10% of the $100,000 partially secured bond for the caught on camera. So he was caught on camera and killed this man, and he was able to get out. He was able to get out on bail, and he only just had to pay 10% of the $100,000.
Listen to me. Have you seen Port Authority lately?
Yeah, so he's charged with 2nd-degree murder and 4th-degree criminal possession of a weapon. But he claims that the guy attacked him first. So I don't know. It's just so much violence going on, yo.
How about the guy was getting robbed? They robbing people.
Yeah, you saw that? Yeah, I saw that video.
Yeah, it supposedly happened to 3 people in that area.
Wouldn't surprise me. Everybody's fucking. Y'all ain't got a car, so y'all using these little mopeds and bikes and to commit shootings or try to rob people.
He was dead trying to grab his chain. Yeah,
he's trying to rob him. The dude is limping, running, and he's screaming for help. While the guy with the gun got the gun out, somebody runs and helps him and takes the gun from the person. Then they speed off on the bike. Like, bro, come on, you out here committing crimes, but you stupid enough to come let somebody just come up, grab, and take the gun
from you.
So
you ain't doing something right.
So you on camera, right? So you already committing a crime on camera. You didn't gain anything from that, and they just took the gun away from you. So now you about to commit crimes. You don't got a gun now. It's so stupid. Like anybody can have a gun now. Like people with no type of common sense is just out here with guns. Like shit is crazy, man.
It's just dumb. It's getting worse and worse and worse. That's how I see it. Every day is something else, a different crime. How about these subway surfers? Some guy lost his arm. It's like, come on. You know you shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah, people still be riding on top of the trains. It's just so dumb.
It don't make no sense at all sometimes. The things we see don't make no sense. But yeah, I think you have anything else to say?
Not necessarily. Just we wanted to do this podcast. We kind of went a little long because we about to go to Miami and we're not sure when the next episode would be out. So we just wanted to give you guys something so you can have to listen, and you could listen to last week's episode. You know, listening to the other old episodes are also an option. But this will be our episode until we'll post on social media. Mm-hmm. But I'll post on social media like when we're recording again, so people could see like, all right, bet they're recording for the next episode. Now yeah, one more thing I wanted to touch on before we got out of here was WWE.
Oh yeah, what's going on?
Triple H is still making moves. One of his proteges, I guess you could say, was released from the company. Mm-hmm. About 10 months ago, Johnny Gargano. He had a child, and then I think him and his wife was released from the company. But now that Triple H has taken over and it's not Vince anymore, Triple H used to run NXT, that developmental show. Is like the step before you head up to like Raw and SmackDown. Uh-huh. So now he's been bringing back these people that were released that are like fresh faces. So now they're like adding something to the show that we didn't necessarily have before. So now I just feel like he's doing such a great job just introducing these new characters and stuff like that.
I have one question. So Shawn Michaels like is a part of it, like running it?
So he runs NXT. He runs like the matches and the stories and all that for NXT. Like he's like the booker, I guess you could say, for NXT. And then he's supposedly he's like the talent relations for WWE now.
If he's writing the stories, he has a great imagination. Yeah. So it's gonna be good.
Well, yeah, he's viewed as one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. So it makes sense. Yeah, it's just dope because they're best friends. Mm-hmm. So it's like those two are just.
You saw the picture that they put up.
No,
like, that's why I asked, because it's him, Triple H,
and they're running the company. It's a sign about them running the company.
And
or something.
Stephanie McMahon, she's sitting down, and they both on each side. It was a dope
so
picture.
He got him and his wife are running the company, and then he got his best friend there with him. So it's pretty dope, if you ask me. But now, yeah, he's got fresh faces out there, fresh storylines. I feel like he's giving us stuff that we want to see. The shows are more watchable. And, I've actually been tuning in more so. They're trying to, go for that, like, edgy feel. They just had a promo between Matt Riddle and Seth Rollins where Riddle throws, like, a slick, joke about who's the man in Seth Rollins' relationship. He's with one of the other wrestlers. They had a baby together. Becky Lynch, who's one of the biggest wrestlers in the company. And she goes by the persona, the man. So he was like, oh, we're going to see who's the only man in your relationship. So, but Seth Rollins came back and was like, yo, you want to talk about families? But that's why don't know, what was that? You want to talk about families. That's why your wife divorced you and took your kids and they don't want to see you. So he touched on like a real life situation that was going on, brought that up during the segment. I don't know if they spoke on it. Probably spoke on it. If not, it garners a natural reaction. So Riddle was pissed. But they like saying bitch. They saying bitch on TV and I'm gonna
back to that
era? But they bleeped out when he said I'm gonna fuck you up. They bleeped out fuck, but they don't bleep out bitch.
But they always let like that word slide.
Yeah, so
compared to other words.
So now, yeah, so it seems to be heading in the right direction. It's more watchable. But other than that, I'm just doing my thing. Watching, we got Raising Kanan out right now. Mm-hmm. Watching that. There's a lot going on with that. Movie wise, we just watched Black Phone. We got to watch Black Phone.
Oh yeah, we did.
It was a dope movie. I definitely recommend it. Other than that, well, we're just getting ready for the stickball trip, going to Miami. We're ready to go out there with the rest of the teams from New York, going out there representing New York. Hopefully a New York team brings it back. Brings it back to the city, the championship.
You're not even playing for New York.
I'm not playing for New York team, no. But I would like to see, if we don't win, I would like to see a New York team bring it back to the city.
Okay.
Because for Memorial Day, we let a Florida team come out here with just 8 guys and win it all. So.
Okay, your team is only 9 guys, right?
Like 9, 10 guys.
Okay.
Well, that's about it. So, yeah, next time y'all hear from us will be after Miami. We just wanted to make sure we got this out to y'all. Y'all already know the routine. Go follow, like, subscribe. Link in the Instagram bio at NY Culture Podcast. It'll take you to our podcast on your preferred platforms.
On Facebook?
Yeah, we on Facebook. You know, I found that out like a couple episodes ago. We on Facebook. You know, show love. Tell a friend. Share the episodes when they drop. Tag us. We'll repost. That's about it, man. Be kind to each other. Be safe.
Be inclusive.
And that's it. I'm out of here. Andrea, you can sign off.
You out of here. We never did. Well, next episode we'll do our question of the day, okay? Because we didn't have a question of the day this time.
All right, but
I want to start to do that. But with that being said, over and out.
You not New York if you don't dance when the call blast. It's time to turn up the New York Culture Podcast. From music to culture, the fashion lane. From the sports to the food, to showtime on the train. And what's that? It's the